What's up, everybody? Back with another one. Lone Wolf here. We're gonna be doing some videos. If you're not familiar with autocross, it's very similar to demos, but instead of just smashing into each other, you race. I'll have videos coming out later. We'll be recording the races, and not just mine. So there's gonna be some options if you like seeing your full size V8s and your trucks, or if you like compacts. I'll record it all, make sure you guys get some good content. But let's get right into it. Right here we have a 97 Chrysler LHS. This has been run last year. We ran it in, I believe, 3 separate locations, and it has about 5 races on it. We broke the radiator quite a few times during those races. We did not have this guard here. It was just all bumper, and I believed at that time it would have been fine, but the bumper is lower than other people's back ends. So every time I'd run into somebody, or they would stop sooner than I could stop, they'd run right into my hood. And as you see, we've cut a big section off, and that's for a reason. This hood kept on bending down and crushing in the radiator and cracking all of its lines. Over here is where we've reused this radiator multiple times. Throw some JB Weld on there and she's good to go. Come up over here, we have it completely gutted. Have our gas tank removed from the underside into the back here, all strapped down, secure. We have our cage. Please don't judge the welds. They're ugly. I know they're ugly. Come back over here, and you're gonna run your battery cables, positive and your negative. You're gonna run them to your battery. Real simple. Find a spot at your positive and your negative that you can splice into. Tape it up, and you should be good to go. This vehicle, like I said, we'll go back over here. When I broke this radiator, I happened to fracture this whole side, because I had a different radiator on here at one point, and I had this as a backup because I know I had already patched it and it wasn't going to hold for very long. But the other one I had in here completely shattered all on this side. There was nothing left. Lost all my transmission fluid, and the only reason why I lost all my transmission fluid is because I did not loop my lines like I should have. And we may loop the lines this year, we may not. Depends on what I really feel like doing, because the transmission, when we had busted that, had got some damage to it, and shifts, doesn't really necessarily shift funny. It's more that it lurches and jumps forward as you're trying to drive, as if there's a big misfire, and hey, that could be another thing. But she runs, she starts, and she's gonna do what we ask it to. And over here, same thing. Have a Pontiac Grand Am GT. Completely stripped it of all its interior. Again, you don't need to. Remove the gas tank from the other side, put it in the back, got our cage in. A little bit better welds, but less welds on this. You don't need a cage when running autocross. This is just a preferred thing I like to do, just in case later on I decide the vehicle will not make it through another autocross event, and we will be able to possibly try a demolition derby with it. That's where that one may go and see its life end this year. be about 2-3 autocross events, and after that we may run her in a demolition derby. But this thing is gonna win us some races, that is for sure. Now, if you've seen my other videos, I'm a fan of Pontiac Grand Dams. I really enjoy them. That's why I actually got the GT. I want that power I'm used to in these vehicles. I know how to handle them, and well, let's just say it's not going to be an easy race against me this year. I'm coming out the gate, and I'm coming out fast. Take you and do a little walk around, show you our little paint scheme. Another thing I'll mention here is, if you see, we have this switch. This is a switch that's running to our fuel pump. It's a fuel pump shutoff switch for emergency purposes. If there's a fire, you want to flick this thing off so you're not pumping fuel to the motor, to the fire, and allowing the firemen to actually put out the fire. So you need one of these. So we have this installed. That's good to go. Have our battery. Now, the other thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna take off, and again, you don't need to take off the bumpers and etc. I prefer it because it just makes a mess on the track. I really don't like people that do leave their bumpers, the plastic cover bumper. I don't like when other people leave it on. But then you got this stuff on the track, you're running it over, catches a line, and all of a sudden, you know, you just unnecessary stuff. So got them all ready, exactly how we prefer to have them. This tire is not, it has a slow leak. We'll air that back up, it'll be good to go. Have our spare tires here. Spare tire for this one. Would prefer to have an extra tire, but it is what it is. Go around and give you a quick look of what our paint scheme is looking like on these vehicles. Got our black and white on this side, and our white and black on this side. Now, I know it doesn't look nothing fancy or anything like that, and of course I'm not trying to be fancy, just an idea that came to mind. I did this design last year and thought, why not do a kind of a yin yang, dark versus evil, light and dark kind of thing. Then I ran out of ideas, but I had seen this one idea on, you know, maybe a TikTok, some small little short video, and I thought this was going to be a great idea to do, and I like it. Came out great. Now, of course, these are just going to get smashed up. This is nothing that's supposed to be really nicely done, or else I would really put a lot of effort into it if I wanted this to be a permanent design. But it's not. It's going to get scratched up, banged up, doors dented. It's definitely never going to look like this again, unless we find ourselves in first place, stay in first place, and we just start gapping everybody. That's the plan. We have this here. That's going to protect us from breaking that radiator, hopefully. A few things I want to do to the vehicles. One will be, I would like to start this vehicle up and also start this vehicle up. We have our batteries inside both of them. They're ready. This one should be ready. That one, I believe, needs a little boost. That's why we have the pack right here. But we're gonna go ahead and kind of get this inside blacked out, just because I want it to look that way. All right. Have one piece that's perfect size. Measure these out. I'm gonna cut this length right here. Watch your eyes. Oh, we got your piece of chain. Looks good. Let's go slap them on. Boom. And they're on. All right. Got our chains. Got battery getting a little bit of juice. Gonna start these things up for you. See how they sound. Cross our fingers. Well, that was nice. We have no issues with this one. That is good news. Get this disconnected. We don't lose all our power. Sweet. All right, now for the Grand Dam. Let's hope for the same. know what it is, people. Remember that fuel pump switch I was telling you about? It's off. Now the pump's on. Alrighty, we have 2 running vehicles. We are ready for the autocross. Next time I see you guys, will be the first race. So stay tuned. Lone Wolf out.